Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of my free-to-play flipping series, where I'm going to be starting with just one gold coin in free-to-play, and we're going to be flipping that until we can afford the most expensive gear in free-to-play. Now, a lot of you might be shocked to know that this is worth somewhere around 65 mil or more, as item prices do keep rising. This is mainly due to a couple of really expensive gilded items and clue scroll rewards. Thank you guys once again for all of the support on this series. In the last episode, we got over 5,000 likes on the video. And as you know, for every like I get on this video series, I'm going to go ahead and purchase one Adam and Arrow. So far, we have to purchase 34,400 Adam and Arrows, which currently has a value of around 1.5 mil. Keep in mind, if we get up to 50,000 likes on the video series, I'm going to double that. And if we get 100,000 likes, I'm going to triple it. So it could add up very quickly. We have currently bought 3 of the endgame item pieces, but I do expect we'll add on another one today. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and let's get started. Well, here's the character so far. We got 27 mil in the inventory, plus around 5 or 6 mil worth of gear on. I wouldn't say I look that wealthy yet. I actually kind of look like a beggar still. Maybe it's some old flippers, I don't know. But regardless, we do still have a ways to go, but a lot of cash in the inventory, which means in reality, we're probably actually around halfway. Kind of crazy. Now, in the last episode, we had a couple of really good flips on the Gilded D'hide Vambrace, an item that not many people know about, or not many people knew about, I should say. But we're going to try it again, and we're going to purchase them for around 6 mil each. I haven't actually released the last episode, which means we might still have another couple days where this item will still be good. Next here, we price checked the Gilded Square Shield, which has a 40k margin, a really good return on investment. For the cost of the item, we're going to go for 10 of those. And honestly, I just leave an offer slot free, as I found it works a lot better than trying for a third cheaper item that just kind of clogs things up. Well, look at that. That is an awesome start. We got a massive margin on the Gilded Vambraces. We only managed to buy 2 of them. It looks like the margin changed, but we ended up getting about a 370k margin, which means we made 740k just on 2 of them. Not going to give up on it yet. I'm going to increase the price a bit to 6 mil 55k, because even if that shrinks a bit, that's still an excellent item. Okay, well wait. Now I tried to branch out to the Gilded D'hide chaps, but unfortunately didn't work at all. We just ended up losing like 75k on it, and it's a really expensive and slow item, so I probably won't do that again soon. We did 2 more of the Vambraces though, and we got another 400k in profit in total, so around 200k per item. Now I'm going to move on to another item I've done in the past, and we're going to go for a full buy-in limit of 4. The Ring of Third Age is nice because it's technically a Third Age item, but it's actually very common compared to pretty much any other piece of Third Age, and fairly inexpensive compared to some of these other items. We're also going to do the Gilded D'hide chaps again because it's been working so well for the last couple of days, and we're going to just be able to afford 2 of them. Alright, so we got those flips in. Now all we have to do is wait, and we've been waiting quite a while now as these flips are so obscure. However, in the meantime, I may as well just go take a class on Skillshare, which is the sponsor of today's video. Simply put, Skillshare is an online community that helps you develop new skills. They offer a huge variety of classes, including classes on programming, graphic design, business, plant organization. Last month, I took a class on personal finance or investing, a class taught by Justin Bridges that talks about a lot of important concepts, including leverage, credit cards, emergency funds, and buying a home. This month, I decided I would take a class on Adobe Illustrator. I use Photoshop pretty much every day to make thumbnails, but I'm really keen to know more about Adobe Illustrator, as it's better for making logos and graphics and whatnot. Now, Skillshare is always adding in new classes, and a yearly subscription is less than $10 a month. That said, the first 1,000 people to use my link in the description will get a free trial of the Skillshare Premium membership, so you can try it out for yourself. Thanks a lot, guys, and thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. I knew I was forgetting something. One item I totally forgot about and is on the higher end in free-to-play is the Ring of Nature. Actually had a 215k margin on it, which is pretty good. I mean, it's an expensive item for sure. We also ended up getting around 240k on the Ring of Third Age, Not as good as I would have liked. That's only 60k per item, but you know what? Profit's profit. Now I'm thinking I'll probably just do the Ring of Nature a couple more times. 215k is not as good as some other flips I've had, but I spent quite some time just trying to figure out what the margin was, so I think I'm probably just going to leave it like this for a while. The buy limit on the Ring of Nature is very low, but I mean if we do all 4 of them, that's going to be over 800k in profit. So let's see if we can hit the buy limit. Now the Ring of Nature was working well for a time, but it eventually burned itself out. So now we're moving on to an item we've done already, and that is the Gilded DI Vambraces, currently getting just a bit over 130k as a margin. So on the 2 we got around 270k, as well as already purchasing 3 more. Going forward, we definitely have to start getting creative because there's not much as far as more items I can do. There's one more really interesting idea that I think I'm going to get to today. I don't think many people will have thought of it, and if this works, could carry me to the end of this series. Otherwise, it's just going to be a waste of time. Now we're going to put in the Gilded D'hide body again. Currently has about a 50k margin, which is pretty good considering it's a pretty cheap item. We're also going to try out just a regular uncut sapphire flip. Haven't done this too much, but we're kind of experimenting. Well, we got some mediocre flips coming in here. Unfortunately, nothing really worked out. The Vambraces, we ended up cutting the margin pretty significantly. I think we only got around 30k in profit on each one. So I guess about 100k there. Not very good. Now, one item I've been kind of having on my radar for a while is actually just flipping the full Gilded armor set. None of the individual pieces. We're just literally going to try flipping this set. I've done this on my actual main flipping account before, and it worked pretty well, so we're going to go ahead and try buying them for 10.1 mil. Oh, look at that, guys. Not bad. A 300k profit on each of the Gilded Armor Set LGs. I'm not doing the SK one because I don't think anyone trades those, but this was actually relatively quick for what kind of item it is. Only took a couple hours and we made 600k just like that. We have another one coming through as well, so yeah, this actually could be a really good opportunity. 300k on just the armor set feels pretty good, doesn't require much thought. And I don't think I'm going to be contested over this by many people, I wouldn't imagine. There is another 2 coming through at a 270k margin. Very good in my opinion. That is 540k in profit, bringing us up to 33.5 mil. Now that is a really good margin, but like I said, I have kind of a crazy idea. Not sure if it's going to work, but if it does, I think we will literally be the only person doing this. Now, one thing I've noticed is I looked up on GE Tracker and on the OSRS market, there is something called a Gilded D'hide armor set. Similar to what I was just flipping earlier, the Gilded armor set LG, except for these items, the Gilded D'hide body, the Gilded D'hide chaps, and the Gilded D'hide Vambraces. Now, I went ahead and tried to buy one of these, couldn't buy one for 20 million GP. Now that means probably nobody is selling this item. Yet, there are a few sales every day in the Grand Exchange, somewhere between 1 and 5. So I'm sure you can see where this is going. I'm going to try to buy the individual pieces, combine it into the set, and see if we can just get a massive margin on a really, really obscure free-to-play item. There we go. Look at that, guys. We have 1 of each of the items. Well, technically we have 2 of the Vambraces because we had a little bit of extra money. I might just end up kind of flipping those normally. But essentially this is what you do. You get them all out unnoted, or you can do them all noted if you want. Go here to sets, scroll down, and we're going to pack them into the Gilded Dragonhide set. Like I said, an extremely obscure item. Actively traded OS buddy price is way off. We're going to try selling them for 20 mil. That would be about a 1.5 to 2 mil profit. That is kind of how I justified the price, just looking at how much the individual item pieces were worth, putting on a significant margin for combining them together. But yeah, 13 mil is not even close. Alright, it's been about 6 hours so far, still no sale on the armor set, but I mean in the meantime, we're making a good amount of money on each of these Vambraces, getting a 310k profit just on one of them sold, so that is not bad to have as a side project. I'll definitely take that. I'm going to go buy more of the Vambraces just because such a good margin, and if we do end up selling the set, we'll already have a part of it bought. Okay, still no sale, but we managed to get another 240k margin. Times 2 means just over 500k in profit. Can't complain about that while we're just waiting here. Feels pretty good to have two really good items going on at the same time. Oh my god, that is beautiful. Look at that, guys. We sold one for 20 million GP. One of the Gilded Dragonite sets. We actually sold it in the first day. It only actually took around 12 hours, something like that, for that to actually sell. Now in that one item set combination, in free-to-play, we just made 1.7 million GP. That is such an insane amount of money, regardless of the game mode, but that feels good. Oh my god. We're definitely going to be repeating that again. And we already have one of the precursor items. Now I'm kind of considering maybe I should just instantly buy this because it takes a long time to sell, and just cutting my margin by, I don't know, 100, 200k I think might be worth it, considering I could only sell like one of these a day. I still can't get over that when I logged on, saw it was sold, just pure dopamine. Now just a couple minutes later I decided let's just go ahead and instantly buy our final piece. That way we can just go ahead and do the combination. As like I said, not many traded per day, so we really want to be there when someone actually is willing to pay that much. Once again, we're going to come here to the set combinations, make the Gilded D'hide armor set, and we're going to sell it back for the same price at 20 million GP. Sure, we could maybe get more out of it, because I just think literally no one is selling this item, but there's no point getting greedy, as it could detract from our sales. Okay, so it's been pretty much another full day, still no sale. There wasn't a sale overnight, unfortunately. I was kind of hoping maybe in the middle of the night someone would just YOLO buy this, but it doesn't seem like that happened. That said though, we're still going to make around 350k on the Vambraces, which is pretty good in the meantime. We're just kind of continuing to flip that, but I'll take it. There we go, guys. Another sale on the Gilded Dragonite set. Ended up happening about 5 or 6 hours after waking up. So technically, in around 24 hours, I managed to do 2 of these. This time we made a bit less money, but that was mainly because I just decided to instantly buy all the precursor items. We ended up making about 1.6 mil on that armor set combination. Still absolutely amazing, so I'm probably going to continue going forward, instantly buying the items. But sadly, I think that's where I'm going to end it for today, guys. We ended up making a lot of money today. We're going to end today's episode here, mainly because I have about a week's worth of clips stockpiled up. And I can let you know that we are getting pretty close to the end of the series. Next week, we're going to go ahead and get all these stat requirements so we can wear all the weapons. But just letting you know, this could be one of the last episodes, so don't forget to like the video. I'm going to add up all of the likes going through episodes 1 through 6, maybe even 7 depending on how things go. And we'll see how much in the end this community will have contributed to the series. Now, assuming the items we have in the GE end up selling, we're at around 40 million GP, which means we made around 12 or 13 mil in today's episode, which I think is the best so far. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now before I go here, I want to give a massive thank you to Heathenlock Games, who just subscribed my Dragon tier over on YouTube, joining Tiz Talk Bunny, Revolver Ocelot, and Kush Patel. You guys are awesome, thank you so much. Also a massive thank you to Base Titch, Nathan Ashworth, and Double Talk for subscribing at the Runite tier. Thank you for making the dream possible, guys. I really appreciate your support. If you guys are looking for another way to support the channel, becoming a YouTube member is an awesome way to do so. You'll get recognized in my videos, get access to a custom membership Discord role, and a few other awesome perks.